Okay, guys, my name is Quentin, and I'm your guide for the Sundowner Drive. And the Sundowner Drive is not the same like the morning game drives, where your morning game drive is where you see the most game. Where the Sundowner Drive is only to see the sundown, where you're sipping a drink. So that's the purpose of the Sundowner Drive. Although we might still see some animals, but not as much as in the mornings, because most game is active in early mornings, and that is because of the early morning sun. They standing in the early morning sun to warm up. So that's why most game is active early mornings. Okay, so if there's any questions on the drive, don't hesitate to ask, and feel free to stop me at any time when you maybe see something that I don't see. Thank you.
So, Quentin, just tell me the size of this reserve. How big is it?
I think in total it's 4,000 hectares big, so it's quite huge. So the game can come and go like they want. They have a big space to move around.
That's absolutely amazing. And of the species that you get here, what do you actually get in the game reserve?
It's from Africa's largest antelope to the smallest antelope, which is the largest, which is the Cape Eland. Yeah, and from the Cape Eland you get kudu, impala, inyala, springbok, black wildebeest, blue wildebeest, and red-eyed beast as well. And here was giraffes as well, but our giraffes died unfortunately, and that is because of a poisonous plant that they feed on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's actually very, very interesting. And tell me, have you been, or are you a ranger here?
Yeah, I'm a kind of a all-rounder here. Yeah, but my actual duty here is a guide. I work here as a field guide.
And what does a field guide do?
That is by taking the guests into field, take them on drives, on hikes if they want to, and everything that is in field. That is part of my job.
That is awesome, and we're really looking forward to this game drive.
You guys can see it's very dry in this area. That's why we feed our animals in that tire over there. That's where we feed our animals in, and there is a mixture of maize and lucerne that is pressed into pellets.
Okay.
And that is what we feed our animals. Because it's very dry here, there isn't really something for them to eat.
Okay.
That's why we feed them. And if we don't feed them, then they will die.
Okay.
Of hunger. Yeah. Like our neighbors, they got a lot of springboks, and they don't feed their animals, and their animals died because it's too dry in this area.
Oh, shame. Now, Quentin, I noticed that there's antelope that come right up to the lodge to feed there. What are those ones that do that? What's the names of those ones?
Okay, there is the inyalas. There's the ones with the horns is the males, and the ones without the horns, that's the females, and that is inyalas. And they are our lawn mowers as well.
Well, I actually heard that because they were so close to us, you could actually hear them chew the grass. And do they do that all the time?
Yeah, most of the time they are down at the lodge on the grass. I think that is the area for them where they graze, because there is not much food for them, because they are grass eaters. That's why they are on the lawn most of the time.
Okay, that's super awesome. That's such a nice experience for your guests to see them so up close and personal.
Yeah, it's really an experience for them. Yeah, but most of the guests they love to stand up early in the mornings and to see the animals on the grass if they open their windows. Yeah.
That's really cool. And now tell me, are those the actual Swartberg Mountains? Those mountains over there?
Yeah, that's the actual Swartberg Mountains, and they say that the Swartberg Mountains is the reason it's so dry in this area, and that is because of the height of the mountains. They say that the Swartberg Mountains is too high. They block the clouds to come through to rain here. That's why it's so dry here.
That is absolutely amazing.
Okay, so most of the game that came here to drink in the early mornings is mostly kudus. And that is because of the acacia karoo trees that is here close to the water hole. And the acacia karoo trees is the main food for them, for the kudus. So as you can see that the acacia karoo has that long thorns. So what the kudus do is they put the tongues around the thorns to protect the mouth, and then they suck off the.
Okay, so we are on a hectic 4x4 route at the moment, and Quentin, our very apt guide, is doing an amazing job. And this is something that people definitely need to see and experience, because this is quite hair-raising and it is absolutely amazing. And well done, Quentin. You've obviously done this before.
Yeah, this is actually a new 4x4 road that we built here. And the reason for this newly built road was for hunting, but that was, I think, a few years ago when we still hunt, but this time we don't hunt anymore. But that was the reason we built this road here. It was for hunting.
That's quite amazing. And this is very rugged and very challenging. So do people actually come through here with their own vehicles or only the guide vehicle?
We only do it with the guide vehicle, but if you want to use your own vehicle, then you're welcome to use it with your own vehicle.
I think we'll stick with you, Quentin.
In the Wildehondekloof Mountains, that's because of the mountain size, the difference. The Wildehondekloof Mountains is much lower than the Swartberg Mountains. That's why it rains much more on that side.
That is super interesting, and these are really huge. Awesome. Wow, guys, what an amazing difference. The Wildehondekloof Mountains versus the Swartberg Mountains. The one side is green and low, the other side is literally black and very, very high and dry. Guys, this is how you want to be treated at your game reserve and on your game drive. I mean, look at the spread. Absolutely amazing. Top notch.